can be very difficult to represent yourself in these types of proceedings. So getting advice and talking to somebody about what that process is and retaining counsel is often very beneficial, especially before the initial conference in front of the judge, because a lot of the things that are going to happen during the process are set then. So having an attorney who can shape your battlefield is often your best practice. Now, what are some successful tips for these types of consultations? Well, again, a consultation is a story. So be prepared to tell your story, but also, these consultations are up to an hour. So, it is a good idea to have sort of a roadmap of where you want to go to keep yourself on topic, but also be referencing what are the kind of most important things. When did they happen? What are the specific incidents that you're alleging to be discriminatory? I sometimes do up to 8 a day. And one of probably the least effective things that happen in consultations is people who treat the consultation like they're reading a play, where they're saying, well, this person said this and that person said that. Now, again, it's not that that stuff won't be important to hear what potentially other witnesses may have said, but during the consultation, you do want to try and be concise and be able to address those things that are, what are the actions? When did they happen? What do you believe to be the discriminatory basis? Because that's going to lead to the most effective consultation. Telling the whole story when you're narrating what different people said may overall long-term be beneficial, in trying to address who would be witnesses, but not usually the most effective thing in a consultation when you're trying to, get the story out so you can get the advice from the attorney and find out what the attorney may be able to do moving forward. Now, obviously, it's always important to be on time and be ready to discuss. Some people will draft a narrative, which is a good thing, usually more for you than the attorney itself, because the idea isn't just we read a narrative and then we talk to you about it. It's that you're going to tell us the story, but a narrative can be helpful for you to be able to keep that path, keep that on topic and be concise. But always be prepared to discuss the issues. A lot of people think, oh, I sent a narrative in, so I don't have to say anything. And it's a consultation, it's a conversation. So you have to be prepared to talk.